mic, who is Kaveri Datta Chatterjee. And Kaveri is an Indo-Canadian author, journalist, editor, columnist, publisher, blogger, YouTuber, podcaster, and now an entrepreneur. She writes in English and Bangla, and she will also introduce herself. So Kaveri, looking forward to hearing your beautiful words.
Thank you, Shanice. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, Gavin, for having me on this platform for this open mic opportunity. So I'm Kaveri Datta Chatterjee, and I migrated about 13 years back in Canada. It's a beautiful country, and I love being here. I am fully from India, like my 7 generations are from India. I don't know where it goes back before that. I've been a journalist all my life in India and Canada, and have been writing for I don't know how many years now. So now I'm an author, and I have 6 publications. 2 of them are in Bengali, and 4 are in English. So I now run a publishing house and a couple of other businesses. So frankly speaking, after the publication of my 6th book, my first nonfiction, that is WTF, I Found God, I'm going through a huge writer's block. I decided to stay away from writing and reading completely till I again feel the urge. But TTSR is very close to my heart. Like Gavin said, I had been here, I have seen it, and I've seen how beautiful it is. So I am here because of TTSR. It's very close to my heart. So here is a short excerpt from my book, What the F I Found God, which is now available on Amazon. This is my 6th book and my first nonfiction. This is a research work for 2 years of research work, which I did on God. So the universe is really, really old, over 13 billion years old. In comparison, the Earth is just 4 billion years old, and humans evolved just 200,000 years ago. Objectively speaking, humans have been around for just a blink of an eye. We now know that the universe contains at least 2 trillion galaxies as our own Milky Way. It's a mind-boggling big place. And it is difficult to believe that God would place his greatest creations on this obscure part of the universe in their tiniest and most helpless form, so helpless that they would have to evolve like infants over time without any guardian. From inventing fire to discovering iron and all the elements around him for his benefit, to the latest invention of smartphone, AI, and robots. If God created man in his own image, like they say it in the Bible, why would he or she make humans so helpless? Wouldn't he, I'm just using he just for continuous convenience, have created us directly with all amenities around us so that we could have started at level 4 of the Kardashev scale and become an interplanetary race already? Unless he values the rocks and the cosmic dust more highly than humans. It also seems that even though God has created all life on this only one medium-sized planet, only humans worship God. Did you ever witness a tiger worshiping God? Do polar bears have God? So is it true that God created man? Or is it the other way around? When I started writing this book, it was just a fun recording of whatever I learned after having semi-retired from being a hard-nosed news desk journalist, and was welcoming the change of operating 2 fun businesses from home. Due to a curious mind, through various scientific, quasi-scientific, and pseudoscientific knowledge floating in the internet sphere all around me, I found a lot of contradictory and thrilling concepts that I wanted to share. What I thought I would publish as a blog, I have a blog also, became a 396-page book. I knew very well that I'm not the first person to be stupefied by this knowledge, and that I'm too small in the universe for God to care any hoot about. Neither am I the last. Then while writing, I went through this journey, this enlightening experience of knowing more and more. Through research, scouring the internet arid, reading a lot of books, and finally through meditation. I'm shocked to say that I'm now addicted to meditation. It's like the last shore of knowledge you can arrive. The more I knew, the less I seemed to know. I had to go into deep soul searching and quantum meditation to be able to establish the presence of a higher dimension existing. It exists in each one of us, in each atom, inside each quark. I became as tiny as a quark, and then I became as all encompassing as the multiverse. I realized how tiny I am and then how giant I am. I began to grasp how unimportant I am and then recognized how important I am. I am microscopic in the realms of the universe, yet I am leaving my digital footprint behind, leaving my generations behind, aiding in continuation of humankind. I am destructible, but my soul is indestructible. My footprint in the iCloud isn't. My DNA is indestructible. I am there, always will be there. I am a speck in the sands of time, but I compose the time, the specks, the space, the universe, and the basis of matter. So is the rock nearby. So is the mosquito just bit me. So is my iRobot. Isn't this exactly what Krishna told Arjuna in the battle of Mahabharata? That's the content of Bhagavad Gita. That's a small excerpt from my book. I hope you find it interesting. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much, Kaveri. I love I love that twisting of the question, right? Did God create us or did we create God? But even the line, do polar bears have God? And then, you know, I became as tiny as a quark, so is a rock nearby. Just some questions to reflect upon, which is actually quite timely because we are heading into a short break. So I think it's a beautiful way to end the first half of our readings with those questions. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Janice. Thank you so much for listening and liking it. Thank you, Gavin.